connect to this one.
Acaba de ver.
I think also the position here there is better. I am broadcasting. We will check. The audio, I need to receive this taking the audio from here. Then you connect the sound louder than
Just one more time on that.
the audio is from here.
Yeah.
For example, you talk here, it's gonna say go to the
Mic is here.
bigger, see louder than the audio in front because it's nearer.
Yes.
You see what happened? But from here I have 30. Let me check. Let me connect to my.
I'm not connected to it, so.
Why I connect to which model is this? This is
Baik kepada password.
I am not connected to this. I don't know why.
Scan, nó cứ lưu scan. Tại vì nó cụ thể mình sẽ như vậy rồi. Như thế có cả đứa.
It's not connected.
Unconnected.
Yeah, no, because I connected to the Wi-Fi test. Maybe it's because they don't support to my okay, now you have oh my god. Why you cannot connect? No, you can share the but cannot connect. I don't know why.
I don't know. It will disconnect again. Did you make the photo?
No, I am connected to all. Let me put the password. Oh my. M C I am connected. Now I am connected. Let me test again. Sulfur.
Pode já sentar. Pode já sentar.
The mic is in the camera.
No.
Don't spoil anything for anybody.
Is it not?
Yeah, it's not that
On YouTube.
Yes.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the national anthem of Suriname. Thank you. Please be seated. Now, a few housekeeping announcements. We do not expect, and there are no safety drills planned today. So, in the event that there is need for us to adjourn this conference, even temporarily, we will make an announcement. And I'd like you now to look around and see that the exits are clearly marked in red. There is one to the right of the screen. There's another to your left, and there are quite a few others. I'd like to thank you also in advance for turning off your cellular phones without having been asked to do so. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, ministers of government, members of the diplomatic corps, including honorary consuls, national and visiting representatives of CARICHAM and BRICS. It is my privilege to provide the links for this event, and we will get underway immediately. The running order is pretty much as it is in your program. With one exception, we just have 3 speakers in the statements section. With that in mind, I'd like to pretty much call on our host, the ultimate host. Here he's listed as Jayant Padarath, but his friends call him Anil, and he has many friends. So Anil, over to you.
Okay. Thank you, Minister of Trade, President of CARICHAM, diplomatic corps, IDB also welcome, former Vice President of the country's Amara and welcome, all ambassadors also welcome, entrepreneurs, businessmen, welcome. People of the BRIC country or representatives of the BRIC countries, plus also welcome. It's an honor on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce to host this meeting. It's a very important meeting to the business community of the Caribbean country and Suriname. We as a chamber hosted the first meeting in Suriname because we're seeing a lot of problems creating in Suriname and the Caribbean. So we decided as a chamber to bring all the Caribbean countries together in Suriname and speak about that, how we can solve it. Most of the problems are shipping, flight. It took our guests from the team from Caricom almost 36 hours to get here. But welcome again in Suriname, and I hope you enjoy Suriname too. We're looking at doing business with the BRIC countries also. They're going to give a few how we can do business with the BRIC countries and how the Caribbean can benefit of that. And also, we're looking for business with the banks, how the banks, the World Bank, the IDB, the Caribbean Bank, can give the business community some loans, because most of the time they work with the government. And today we're here to see how we can get or develop something with the banks community. The focus of this meeting is partnership, growth, collaboration, and mostly a development of dialogue with all the chambers. I want to thank everybody here who's today here. We have a small display for the businesses of the Caribbean people, and if there are some products are here, and maybe later on you can show them what we have. And on the last day, we're going to see how business can connect with the Caribbean members. I want to thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Anil. It's our pleasure to call on Ms. Lizra Fabien, President of the Caribbean Chambers.
Good morning to everyone. Honorable Stephen King, Minister of Trade, Industry, Stevenson, thank you very much. My Chinese into Mandarin to get better. Partners, development banks, BRIC countries, ambassadors, business persons, CARICHAM members, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to everyone. It's a distinct privilege to be here at the first CARICHAM BRICS conference, and CARICHAM is a network of Caribbean Chambers of Commerce, which was established last year, April, and it was launched in Barbados. We thought that there's a lot that can be done through collaboration, and I would like to point you to our logo at the front, which says growth through collaboration. It's a real delight to see so many partners here today, which means that through our collaboration, there can be enhanced business between Suriname's businesses and the rest of the Caribbean, facilitated through banks, through different partners, through CARICHAM members. I would like to say thank you to the people of Suriname and thank you to the Suriname Chamber for hosting this first-of-a-kind conference. At the moment that Arnold shared that we're having this conference, the entire CARICHAM network supported this initiative. We thought that there's a lot that can be done because we believe in South-South cooperation, which means that our African, Caribbean, and Pacific, but within our Caribbean region, we can enhance trade among each other, between each other. We are thankful to our partners in the IDB for supporting this initiative, as they thought that it was very useful that we could come together. We're also thankful to our CARICHAM members for accepting the invitation to be here, clearing your schedules and ensure that you could come here to be a part of this. Since we've been here, we've been welcomed with the most greatest hospitality. I think every minute that we spent here, there's not a moment that we were not treated with warm welcome, from the former Vice President to his advice and his remarks to us, to ensure that we can keep focused on our goals for regional integration and trade. We're really grateful to that. We want to share with you that CARICHAM is a network that's founded on 4 main pillars. First of all, we're looking at enhancing trade facilitation, trade promotion and transportation, and being here ensures that we can understand what you have to offer and to also share with you what all Caribbean countries are looking at doing with enhancing business with your businesses here in Suriname. We are also focused on membership value and advocacy, and as members, the businesses here who are members of the Suriname Chamber, we want to ensure that you being a member of this chamber can see enhanced value by doing business with all different countries. We also focus on sharing our knowledge and best practice among all our chambers to ensure that not just the support that you receive through the Suriname Chamber, but in being able to do business with the different businesses across the region, you'll be able to receive that same quality because of the knowledge sharing and best practice that's felt through all the chambers. And we are also focused on disaster risk reduction for minimizing the risk of disasters that we are so prone to in the Caribbean. This morning, previously, before coming to the opening here, we had a meeting which focused on updating as to what CARICHAM has been doing, and also seeing how we can enhance trade and integration, which makes it better and stronger for doing business with you. Some of us have come here already with ideas and opportunities that we're looking at sourcing from you, and also hopefully that we can export to your country. So we look forward to engage with you. If you see some of us who are CARICHAM members, could I just ask all CARICHAM members to raise their hands? Okay, so CARICHAM members are all across here. That means you now have an open portal to the rest of the Caribbean. If you want to go to Antigua, to Jamaica, to Grenada, to all our countries, we are here to be able to partner with you. So once you see us around, we ask you to come and speak to us and see how best we can engage with each other to enhance business in our region. As Anil mentioned, the purpose of this is for strengthening our trade relationship. And I think that one of the key things is to understand each other first of all. Because if we understand each other, it's easier for us to trade and to partner with each other. So we're looking forward to learning from you, because we don't have all the answers, but together we can ensure that this is successful. We're not just looking at having regional integration and trade on a paper. And as we mentioned, as CARICHAM, we are about action, and we want to ensure that we can see more trade, enhanced relationship, and a more successful Caribbean region. Once again, thank you for having us here, and we're really delighted to be in Suriname. It's my first time. The food is awesome, the people are hospitable, and it's been a great experience. So thank you everyone, and we look forward to a successful conference.
Thank you very much, Israel. Mr. Consalves of the IADB cannot make it this morning, but that does not mean that we will not have the benefit of an IADB presentation. In the next segment, Mr. Jitendra Kadan will share with us an IADB perspective. So we move to the next presentation. Honorable Minister, it's my privilege to ask you to take the floor. The Honorable Stephen Sang, Minister of Trade, Industry, and Tourism for Suriname.
President of the Suriname Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mr. Akil Kadada. President of the Caribbean Chamber of Commerce, CARICHAM, Ms. Lisa. Members of the Court of Committee, members of the 4 honorary consuls, representatives of the BRICS Plus countries, Board of the Suriname Chamber of Commerce and Industry, representatives of the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce and Industry, representatives of the Inter-American Development Bank, representatives of the International Finance Corporation, representatives of the Islamic Development Bank. I have a whole list of the World Bank, the Guyana Bank for Trade and Industry, of the Caribbean Development Bank. We have all finance people here, so it makes me very happy. Entrepreneurs, people from the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I am very happy to be here, and I warmly welcome you all to the beautiful Republic of Suriname. Suriname is pleased to be the host location for the first CARICOM BRICS Plus conference, and we see this as a valuable opportunity to enhance our regional integration and strengthen our business relations with the BRICS Plus countries. As one of the strategically located countries, Suriname aims to be a trade hub for the Caribbean and Latin America. We have daily flights to Amsterdam, conveniently connecting Europe, Africa, and Asia to this region. We have one of the most efficient ports in the region. And with the start of the dredging project of Suriname River in a couple of days, we will be able to receive even the largest ships into our ports. With the implementation of the Suriname Single Electronic Window, we will further increase the efficiency, simplicity, and transparency of administrative procedures related to imports and exports. We as a region, we need to consolidate our efforts to produce and increase our exports. We need to expand our markets. In a time of upcoming protectionism and unilateralism, we believe that BRICS Plus is perhaps the most important trading bloc to promote globalization and the notion of free and fair trade. This conference couldn't have come at a more opportune time. These are exciting times in the region. In terms of the oil and gas development, the huge deposits discovered in Guyana and also in Suriname have created many opportunities for investment from countries in the region and all over the world. The development that is coming to these parts of the Caribbean is going to be extraordinary, to say the least. Guyana and Suriname will not be able to do it by themselves. The spin-off will have an impact in the entire Caribbean region. But we need to do it together to make it a success for everyone. There is so much possible from crafts and services to tourism and industry, and I invite everyone to come and seek the many opportunities that are here. Nevertheless, just like the president of the chamber has announced, as mentioned, we face many challenges in the region as well. Connectivity, logistics, access to finance, etc. And while we are promoting CSME, it seems much easier to do trade with CARICOM member states, with non-CARICOM member states, than it is to do trade with CARICOM member states. And that is telling that there is something fundamentally wrong. I believe that in order for CSME to work, CARICOM member states should open up their markets and economies more towards each other. And now is the time to more closely work with each other. We are sure that CARICOM can make a significant improvement in making CSME practical for the CARICOM member states. Because you are the business people, you are the private sector. The President of the Republic of Suriname took the initiative to encourage CARICOM member states to grow their crops in Suriname. This initiative will give member states the opportunity to ensure their food security and promote trade amongst ourselves. I would encourage you all to seek joint ventures and jointly work on increasing the national income capacity of our nations. In this regard, we may learn much from the BRICS Plus countries, partnerships and working together towards a common goal. Suriname has always had good diplomatic relations with the BRICS countries, and these relations have surpassed towards economic benefits. We strive to continuously strengthen our economic relationship with the BRICS Plus countries. And as we move forward with effectively improving the diversification of our economy and integration into the world economy, I invite you all to engage with CARICOM members and BRICS Plus countries to seek out new opportunities, of which there are plenty. To conclude, I wish to thank the sponsors, Inter-American Development Bank, the Suriname Chamber of Commerce and Industry, anyone who has made this conference possible, CARICOM, the BRICS Plus, all participants, I thank you. As the Minister who is also responsible for tourism, please allow me this brief commercial moment. While you are here in the beautiful Republic of Suriname, and I direct my speech to the people who are new to Suriname, while you are here in the beautiful Republic of Suriname, with our friendly people and many different cultures. Please try and enjoy our food. I heard that you have. And it is one of the best in the Caribbean because of the fusion of so many different cultures. Have a walk around in the beautiful inner city of Paramaribo with the Dutch colonial buildings, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. We have a Muslim mosque and a Jewish synagogue peacefully right next to each other. They share their parking spaces for their events throughout the year. And we have the tallest wooden cathedral in the region, in South America. So please have a look around. You are most welcome to visit these unique sites. And if you have the time, please visit the many nature resorts we have in the hinterlands and connect with life. You will discover many more uniqueness that is Suriname. And we hope you enjoy your stay. And we would like to see you back again as investors or as tourists or maybe both. And bring your friends and family along. You may also bring your pets. We cannot guarantee that they will not get eaten in the jungle, but they are also welcome. I wish you a successful conference. Thank you, Ratan.
Thank you very much, Minister Sang, for a presentation that was impressive, comprehensive, and seriously informative. I'd like to ask you to excuse the italics scribbling on your note. That wasn't meant to be a defining of that. Not very too much. Those were meant to be logistics notes. Let us move on now to the presentations by the PACs. The theme, access to finance and opportunities for CARICHA members. And we'd like to invite first Mr. Jitendra Kadak of the Inter-American Development Bank.
Thank you all very much. It's a pleasure to be here to give this presentation on behalf of the IDB. All protocols observed. As Anil was mentioning before, this part of the session will focus on how multilateral development banks can provide support to private sector development, not just in Suriname, but also in the wider Latin America and Caribbean region. So my presentation will focus on three key topics. The first is how IDB supports private sector development in Latin America and the Caribbean. The second, we look at what are our main areas of focus and what type of instruments we provide for private sector development. And since we are here in Suriname, I'll also share some of the projects that we are currently working on to support private sector development in this country. So, as most of you all know, the IDB is a multilateral development bank that provides loans, grants, and technical assistance for development in Latin America and the Caribbean region. The bank works with governments, private sector, and civil society. And in the context of the IDB group, we have three arms of the bank. So we have the IDB that works with governments and civil society, providing loans, guarantees, and grants, as well as technical assistance and knowledge to help countries develop policies, to tackle issues on social exclusion and equality, improving competitiveness, dealing with issues with respect to climate change, gender inequality, and a whole area of issues related to those topics. Now, with respect to the private sector, at the IDB Group, we have two arms that work directly with the private sector. We have IDB Lab and we have IDB Invest. So IDB Lab it focuses mostly on innovative projects, and it provides grants of under $2 million for not-for-profit organizations, as well as seed capital and venture capital, along with technical advice to small and medium enterprises, as well as large organizations that have highly innovative ideas. Later on in the presentation, I will show you the projects that we're working on in Suriname. With respect to the second arm, the private sector arm, IDB Invest, this part of the bank works mostly with established corporations and financial intermediaries, providing financing as well as technical assistance, financing in terms of loans and technical assistance throughout three broad areas that I will show you later on in the presentation. So, in the context of IDB Lab, we have identified opportunities in three broad areas for private sector development. The first relates to climate smart agriculture, second, knowledge economy, and the third, inclusive cities. So, with respect to climate smart agriculture, the areas of opportunities relate to farm level solutions, and we have a project related to that in Suriname now. Value chain transformation and natural capital, so for example, forestry and that kind of factor. The second pillar on the knowledge economy looks to support areas in the area of future of work, knowledge-intensive startups, as well as entrepreneurship, ecosystem development. The third area of focus for IDB Lab focuses mostly on orange economy and the circular economy. So, I just want to show you two projects that we currently have in Suriname relating to precision farming and inclusive cities, and both of these were financed through grants. So as most of you all know, Suriname is a heavily commodity dependent economy. It depends almost 80% of the country's exports is either in gold and oil, but there's also a lot of potential for economic diversification in the agriculture sector. And one of the main commodities in the agriculture sector that has potential is rice, and that's the largest part of the agriculture sector, production and export. And within the rice sector, however, you have very large rice producers as well as small rice producers. And those small rice producers, what they are doing is using traditional practices for applying pesticides and fertilizers, and that results in some adverse impacts on the environment, on health, on productivity. And what this project sought to do, or is trying to do, is to find an innovative solution to use technologies that are cost effective and feasible, that will allow these small rice farmers to increase their productivity and their export. So the main innovative part of this project is the use of drones. And those drones allow small rice farmers to apply pesticides as well as fertilizers, and also to map the plant health of those crops. And this is it's a pilot project, and the idea is that this could be scalable over time. The second innovative project that the IDB Lab has is related to wood waste from recycling. So Suriname has about 15 million hectares of forest, which covers about 94% of the country's surface area. And because of that, there's a large timber industry. But the problem there is that for each log that's locally harvested, and enters the soil in Suriname, almost 2/3 of that is lost in wastage. It's either dumped or burnt, and that creates a lot of health hazards. And there's a lot of opportunities to utilize it for commercial purposes as well. So what this project is seeking to do is to develop a business model whereby those wastes can be converted into commercially viable products for the export market. And the two key products that will come out of this, one will be charcoal as well as briquettes. So the concept of IDB Lab is essentially to look for highly innovative projects that are scalable, and the instrument that is used to finance these projects are either grants of under $2 million for not-for-profit organizations, as well as seed capital, venture capital, and loans. The second private sector arm of the bank, which is IDB Invest. So IDB Invest works mostly with more established companies as well as financial intermediaries. And here, IDB Invest provides financial support through loans, mainly above $2 million. And IDB Invest focuses on a whole range of issues ranging from renewable energy, manufacturing, tourism, agribusiness, and provides technical advice to companies as well. So both financial and technical advice. In Suriname, I'm just going to show you two examples of projects that we have completed and ongoing. The first is that project with Fiat Bank. Sorry. This project is a trade financing facility program which provides a financing credit line to a local bank to encourage businesses between local companies and external companies and foreign companies. The second project, which is completed, it's a Fernandez bakery. It's a large local bakery, and the bank provided a loan of $10 million to assist this company in expanding their facilities to increase production and efficiency. There are also projects that are currently in the pipeline related to helping some of these companies expand into the other regional markets, improving port facilities and that kind of thing. So there's quite a lot of work that's being done both in terms of IDB Lab and also IDB Invest to support private sector development in Suriname. Now, the third arm of the bank, which is more of a public sector focus, so we work closely with governments. And here what we do is that we try to work to strengthen the public institutions that support private sector investment. So these are examples of projects that we are working on. The first is that we are working to establish investment promotion and export promotion agency. And the idea, of course, is to attract foreign direct investment, not just in the mining sector, but also in other sectors of the economy. The second is we're trying to establish a public-private partnership unit within the Ministry of Finance to be able to properly identify projects in infrastructure and other areas that can support good, that can benefit from public and private interventions. In addition to that, we're also providing support to strengthen the business framework, the legal and regulatory framework. So we have a project on Suriname's Business Climate Program. And what this program seeks to do is to upgrade and update the existing legal and regulatory framework to provide a more conducive business environment for Suriname firms as well as foreign investors working in Suriname. And as part of this project as well, grants will also be provided to small and medium enterprises to help them upgrade to best international practices. Underlying all of the work that we do, whether it's IDB Lab, IDB Invest, or the IDB, in terms of loans, grants, or technical advice. We have a continuous agenda of increasing knowledge in terms of data and knowledge products to guide our policy interventions. And this is also good for discussions and identifying new opportunities and ideas. So just to quickly summarize, the IDB has 3 main branches. 2 is focused on private sector, and the main instruments there are grants for highly innovative projects in its IDB lab, as well as loans. So that in the case of non-for-profit organizations, as well as loans and venture capital. The second main private sector arm of the bank deals mostly with established companies, providing loans as well as technical assistance. And the IDB, which is more the public sector side of the bank, works directly with government to help to strengthen the business climate and the business environment. So I hope I was able to share some of the key ideas of what the IDB Lab does, IDB Invest, and the IDB Group in general, and some of the projects that we're working on in this area. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jitendra. You've also brought us to the break. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we will take a 15-minute break, and not a Caribbean 15 minutes, a 14-minute break. Refreshments are next door, just over this wall. And this is primarily to, one, to have you mix and mingle for the first time for the day, and 2, a number of the invitees to the opening ceremony have indicated that they have other activities. So this presents them with an opportunity to head out after the meeting with you. So, ladies and gentlemen, please take a break beginning now.
I just wanted to let you know here.
You have the present feature.